Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the new album from Kodak Black, Just Getting Started, released on October 31st, 2025. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll break down what works, what doesn't, highlight standout tracks, talk features, production themes, and ultimately decide whether this project hits the mark. Before we get into the album itself, let's position where Kodak is in his career right now. This is his 8th official studio album. It comes after a busy few years, multiple releases, public controversies, and an evolving sound. Title and timing. Releasing on Halloween, the title Just Getting Started seems like a statement, as if Kodak is resetting or entering a new phase. Guest list. He pulls in big names: Chance the Rapper, Pharrell Williams, Gunna, Lil Yachty, Don Toliver, indicating a push towards something bigger. So with that in mind, let's get into the album. 20 tracks, roughly 1 hour 5 minutes. Reviews suggest Kodak is mixing his usual gritty Florida trap vibe with more introspection and, in spots, more expansive production. Key themes: reflection, growth. On tracks like Time to Be Free, he talks about having another chance at life, finding purpose and balance. Bravado plus luxury. As expected, Kodak still flexes. Designer brands, status, all black Rolex, etc. Duality. The conflict between street credibility and personal evolution. Perhaps a matured Kodak versus the Kodak fans first knew. It's clear the project aims to show that although he's been in the game for a while, he's just getting started. There's more to come. Let's pick some songs that really define the album, both highs and interesting moments. Project Blue. The opener sets the tone of reflection and ambition. Miami New Times. Still Get Chanel. Feat. Chance the Rapper. One of the lead singles. Kodak and Chance trade vulnerability and flex moments, mixing humor and heart. Mumble Rap. Yefite Pharrell Williams. Pharrell's involvement gives this track a pedigree. It addresses critics of the genre, mumble rap, and Kodak leans into his signature delivery with a little more polish. Keys to the City, a standout for fan favorite status and even cultural context. Kodak receiving keys to his hometown, turning it into an anthem of pride. Prison to Form, long, more introspective, gives a glimpse of Kodak when he leans in. Some users highlight it as underrated. Production and sound. Across the album, the production swings between high-energy trap beats and smoother melodic moments. Some users note that the production is stronger than many of Kodak's recent works. That said, with 20 tracks, consistency is an issue. Some beats hit harder than others, some tracks feel more like filler. From user reviews, while the consistency isn't really there, his ability to make absolute bangers is so back. Features. The guest list is heavy and strategic. Chance the Rapper brings a different energy. Pharrell brings legacy and versatility. Gunna and Lil Yachty bring modern relevance. The features help diversify the sonic palette and introduce Kodak to slightly different audiences. However, there's a balance to strike. Too many features can dilute the central voice of the album, flow and cohesion. Starting strong with reflection, moving through braggadocio and touches of maturity, the album tries to tell a journey. But the sheer length, 20 tracks, means there's some filler. Many users point out weak spots. For new listeners, the first half or so is stronger. The second half dips a bit in energy for some. Strengths. Refreshed energy. Many agree the new Kodak emerges here. More focus, better production, purposeful features. Versatility. He handles introspective songs and hard trap bangers. Guest value. The features elevate the project and bring contrast. Signature authenticity. He hasn't lost what made him popular. The grit, the Florida rapper DNA. Weaknesses. Inconsistent quality. As mentioned, with 20 tracks, there are some weaker spots. This has bangers, but also littered with some standard filler tracks. Too long. Some reviewers suggest the album could have been leaner and stronger. Safety in places. Despite attempts at introspection, some tracks revert to formulaic flex rap or trap tropes. Flow issues. The transition between moods isn't always fluid. Upbeat banger next to heavy thought piece can feel jarring. The title, Just Getting Started, feels intentional. Kodak is signaling this isn't his peak, it's a stepping stone. If this album is indeed a reset, then the improved production and guest strategy suggest he is gearing up for a broader push. For his core fans, this may feel like a welcomed return to form with added polish. For critics or new listeners, this still may not be his most impactful or consistent work, but it says he's invested. The question going forward, can he turn this into really getting started, i.e., derive consistency, tighter sequencing, and perhaps deeper songwriting? If I were to sum up, Just Getting Started is a strong effort, one of Kodak Black's more complete albums in recent memory. When it sticks hard. There are tracks that hit top tier for him and moments of genuine growth, but it's not flawless. The length and the variability hold it back from being a classic. For someone who follows his catalog, this album is worth the listen. For new listeners, I'd suggest focusing on the first half, the standout tracks, and then see if you want to dig deeper. I rate this album 8.5 out of 10. If trimmed and tightened, could have been 9. If you're a fan of Kodak's earlier work, Trap House era, etc., you'll find familiar vibes, but also evolution. If you're coming fresh, this album shows both his strengths and his growing pains. Keep an ear out for the features, especially Still Get Chanel and Mumble Rap. They showcase his ambition. Watch how he follows this up. This album sets a baseline for his next move. Thanks for watching reading. If you enjoyed this review, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Which track from Just Getting Started stands out to you the most? And do you think Kodak is really just getting started? Until next time, peace.